Hello everyone! Thank you so much for being here once again. It's always a pleasure to share moments like this with you. Today, I bring a story that will touch each of your hearts. It's a real testimony, full of emotion and meaning. So grab your cup of coffee, sit back comfortably and join me on this journey. I promise it will be worth it. The voice that changed everything. It was an ordinary day. A woman, whom we'll call Maria to protect her identity, was at home doing what she always did, smoking a cigarette, listening to music and relaxing. She wasn't a Christian, didn't attend church, and until then, her life followed a mundane rhythm, far removed from any spirituality, but everything changed in an instant. Suddenly, while she was there, calm and relaxed, a voice echoed in her mind. It was clear, firm, and impossible to ignore. The voice said, "Stop. Give thanks. A judgment is coming." Maria froze. The cigarette fell from her hand, and the beats of the music playing in the background seemed distant. She began to tremble, unable to move or react. The voice continued, commanding her to deliver an urgent message to the world. "Tell the pastors, the youth, everyone, cry out to the Lord. A judgment is coming, and it will be worse than anything we've ever seen." Despite not being a Christian, Maria felt a divine urgency. She knew she couldn't ignore that voice. With trembling hands, she grabbed her phone and started a live broadcast. Her face still carried the expression of someone who had seen something supernatural. God's message. Maria began to speak, still visibly shaken. "You can call me crazy, you can judge me, but I need to say this. I'm not a Christian. I don't go to church. But God spoke to me. He told me that a judgment is coming, something so big that what we're seeing now, the tragedies, the disasters, is nothing in comparison. He wants me to shout, to warn everyone, cry out to the Lord. He wants pastors, young people, the entire church to take to the streets and announce this. He wants us to prepare, to hug our children, to forgive one another. Time is short." She continued with tears in her eyes. "I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to record this, but I can't ignore God's voice. He told me He will protect me. He will take care of me, but I must obey. I need to warn everyone. A judgment is coming, and what we're seeing now is nothing compared to what's about to happen." The impact of the revelation. Maria had no biblical knowledge, couldn't quote scriptures or explain theologies, but her message was clear and direct, coming from a place she couldn't explain. She repeated tirelessly, "Hug your children, forgive one another, cry out to the Lord. He is waiting for us. What's coming is serious and we need to prepare." She also made an emotional appeal to Christians. "You who are believers, who have the Bible, who know the Word, why are you silent? Why aren't you crying out? God is telling me that the church needs to wake up, needs to take to the streets and announce what's coming. He wants you to be the voice that warns the world." Maria's call. By the end of the broadcast, Maria seemed exhausted but determined. She knew her life would never be the same. That moment marked the beginning of a journey she didn't choose but accepted with courage. "I don't know why God chose me, a worldly woman, to say this, but I can't stay silent. I will shout. I will warn everyone, and I ask God to take care of me and my children. What's coming is serious, and I don't want anyone to be lost." Final reflection. This testimony makes us reflect. God speaks to whom He wants, when He chooses. Maria, an ordinary woman, was used to deliver an urgent and powerful message. Her story reminds us that we cannot ignore divine warnings, no matter who delivers them. She ended her broadcast with an emotional plea. Hug those around you. Forgive, love. Time is short, and what's coming is greater than we can imagine. I'm not a Christian, but today I know that God exists and He is speaking to us. Don't ignore this message. Hey everyone, we've reached the end of this video, but before you go, I want to leave you with a message. God speaks to whom He wants, when He chooses. Maria, an ordinary woman, was used to deliver an urgent message. And you? Are you ready to hear God's voice? Are you ready to act? If this video touched your heart, don't let this message stop here. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment sharing your thoughts. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next inspiring stories. Remember, time is short and every minute counts. Hug your children, forgive, love, and above all, cry out to the Lord. He is waiting for you. Thank you so much for being here once again. Until the next video, God bless you all.